This is the 19th LeetCode challenge, and it is called Remove nth node from end of list. Given the head of a linked list, remove the nth node from the end of the list and return its head. So for this first example, there are 5 nodes in the list. You're given n equals 2, so you're removing the second last node in the list. So the list is 1, 2, 3, 5. If you're given a head where there's only one node and n of 1, you then return assume nothing, and then head 1, 2, remove n1, you return 1. So the size might be anywhere from 1 to 30. The node values are from 0 to 100, and n is anywhere from 1 to the end of the list. Alright, so I'll go get the project set up. Okay, so it took me quite a long time to get everything all set up so I can test it, but now that it's done, let's get started. So we start off with a list head. What I think we should do is create an int for list length, and what we will do is create a list node current node equals head. We will then do, while current node does not equal null, we'll do list length plus plus. Should make that 0 first, and then we do current node equals current next. So we get the length of the list, and we can do if n equals 1. Actually, I guess we should do if list length equals 1, we return null. If list length equals n, change that to an else if it equals n, then that means we're going to be getting rid of the actual head of the list. So then what we can do is just return head.next, and if that's not the for these are the case, then we actually have to iterate through it. So what we do, we will do current node is head again. We'll do for int I equals 1. I is, actually, I just thought of an easy way to do this. We'll create a list of list nodes. We will then just list.add the current node. Then what we can do is list n minus 2 dot next equals list n, I think. So because our list starts with index 0 and we're using length n, which isn't starting at 0, have to do n minus 1 is the one we're removing. So then n minus 2 is the one that we need to modify the next of. So then we make the next of that equal list n. Then I think we just return the head. That feels like it's easier than it actually is, but I hope it's that easy. But so let's run it. Okay, apparently messed up with the input there. No, I didn't. How did that happen? Actually, I need to change this here because it's referencing the same object. It's not going to be accurately showing what the input is. So let me just join the ints in here. Okay, let's rerun that. Okay, well that didn't work. Alright, need to change that to I. Okay, now I'll rerun it. Okay, so we actually removing the one too far down. Okay, no, we did it the wrong way around because it's from the end of the list, not from the start, which I was actually doing by mistake. So let's back up here. So it's not, so n is from the end of the list, not the start. So I need to change this to list.count minus n minus 1, I think, is now equal. Oh, let's just try this. This might be wrong. Okay, no, that did work. Because we're using the count number, the count is not starting from 0. So then we can accurately use the n to take away from that. But then we want the one above it, so minus 1. And then we want the plus 1 of that. Oh, actually, this one didn't work. So we've got n2, count is 2. Okay, I need to include the actual n in here, just to make it a bit easier to understand what's going on. So n2, n1, yeah, that worked expected. n1 should have taken this one away. So when it gets to here, count is 2, minus n, which makes it 1. Oh, actually, I should be changing this to equals this one dot next. That's how it should be. So although using the index is technically correct, that's the best way to most accurately do it. No, it still did the same thing. It's because I'm still using that. I should be using dot count and dot count like that. I think that might be the problem. Okay, there we go, that worked. So let's copy and paste this into LeetCode. We will double check with the test ones to see if it works. And those worked, so let's submit and see if we got it right. Something went wrong here. Unhandled exception, argument out of range. Next word was out of range must be non-negative and less in size. Okay, so we will add these to ours. Put this at the top here, so this one. Expected output should just be 2. So let's run it and see what's happening. Okay, index out of range, so n is 2, list count is 2, so list count, okay, yeah, minus 2. Okay, why didn't that work here? We still have the -1. This part needs to be removed. So save that, let's remove the -1 here. Now it should work with that case. Yep, and it did work. So that was a pretty straightforward challenge to work on, and well, that was the 19th LeetCode challenge, which was remove nth node from the end of list. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.